He did. Sandy Cazito, as you would have seen on the Monday undercard last Monday night, is a very, very well-accomplished fighter. And I think for Vic Darchinyan to have defeated Cazito in his first outing as a professional was really something special, and I think Jeff Fennick has noted that. And if you look at Darchinyan, you'll see that he has done the work. Look at his body. It's very hard, very keen. He's a very focused young man. He knows where he's going and he knows what he wants.
Almost ready to go here, bantamweight division. Terry Hansen has the details.
Ladies and gentlemen, our second bout tonight is in the bantamweight class, set to go over 6 3-minute rounds. In the red corner, from Jez Gyms, trained by Steve Jez. From 11 fights, he has 5 wins, 3 by knockout. Silvio, Boy Glinoco. His opponent tonight, from Bankstown Police Citizens Youth Club, trained by Jeff Fennick. From 2 fights, 2 wins, the Raging Bull, Vic Darchinyan.
Referee Charlie Lucas, one of Australia's best at centre ring. And he'll have final instructions here for Silvio Glinoco and Vic Darchinyan.
The one behind me, stay there, Montage, come out. You must obey my instructions at all times. If I say stop or break, stop punching and step back. And you must defend yourself at all times. 6 rounds, shake hands. Shake hands, that's it. You're right, Gary.
Well, the bantamweight division has been fantastic in Australia's boxing history. Jimmy Carruthers, of course, was the bantamweight champion way back in 1952. And Lionel Rose more recently, and of course Jeff Fennick, his first world title was the IBF bantamweight title that he won way back in April 1985. So we're underway here for the bantamweights, and in the blue trunks Silvio Glinoco. Vic Darchinyan is in the black, the southpaw, and a very accomplished performer as well. And there's early evidence of it as he staggers Silvio Glinoco with one of the first punches thrown here. This isn't going to go too long, you wouldn't think. Darchinyan looks all over Silvio Glinoco at the moment.
Well, Glinoco was caught cold, John, and he's still in trouble.
Hasn't recovered on our wicked body shot coming from Darchinyan as well. This is going to be finished in the opening round, you would think.
Yeah, this won't go too far, John.
He's on the retreat now, Glinoco. He's tasted the power. He doesn't like it, and he's clubbed with the right hand again. Darchinyan all business here at round number 1. Charlie Lucas keeping a close watch on proceedings. Glinoco needs to defend himself at least, or start throwing punches, or we'll have a standing 8 count coming in. Charlie Lucas steps in and on cue does supply a standing 8 count.
Yeah, Glinoco being caught with everything that Vic Darchinyan throws.
Good crowd support for Darchinyan as well. The southpaw looks a likely prospect. And again, Glinoco on the receiving end, backing away. He's hurt. Moving southpaw just momentarily, but that wasn't working either.
No, just trying to confuse Darchinyan. And what I think he's got to do is got to keep those gloves up, and he's got to throw straight punches. And keep Darchinyan from coming in.
He landed his first significant blow in that exchange, Glinoco. But Darchinyan just teeing off on him at the moment.
Yeah, as I was saying earlier, Darchinyan catching Glinoco with everything he throws.
And again, Glinoco working into a southpaw stance. Middle stages of this opening round. He was wobbled very early indeed, Glinoco. He's done well to fight back, but he's looking a little worse for wear as he now moves back to the orthodox stance. And Darchinyan climbing away. The punches being partially deflected on the gloves of Glinoco. It would appear it is only a matter of time before Vic Darchinyan puts the finishing touches on here.
Well, really, Glinoco just, doesn't have enough skills to stay away from Vic Darchinyan.
Untidy as well, Glinoco. Darchinyan all business here, now working with the body, trying to set up his opponent.
I think the amateur experience that Vic Darchinyan does have, he just outweighing, the few fights as a professional that Glinoco does have. He's just finding it very tough going in there, John.
To his credit, he appears to be moving a little better now than Glinoco.
Well, he was caught cold in that, the first stage of that first round, this first round, but he's still getting caught with clean shots.
I've seen a lot of the jab from Darchinyan. Punches into the left hand. And that was one of the oddities of the Sydney Olympic Games sitting at ringside was the lack of the jab being used by the world's best amateur fighters. It would appear that they've gone away from that plan. And we haven't seen a lot of the jab from Vic Darchinyan, but he hit his opponent, Silvio Glinoco, with almost everything else and clearly wins the opening round. Scheduled for 6 at the bantamweight level, 53.5 kilograms. But I don't know if our judges are going to be needed. Let's listen in with Jeff Fennick.
Okay, you in, out. When throw right hand for you, back with left hand, okay? And then punch combination, okay? Understand? Okay. This, only hit us, head up. Only time. Head down, chin down, okay? Very good. Jab nice. Let's practice jab. Practice jab. No rush. We knocked out, no rush. Okay, stand up. Breathe.
Seconds out.
Triple world champion Jeff Fennick putting the polishing on Vic Darchinyan here.
And giving him good instructions as well. Telling his man not to rush.
Round 2 for the bantamweights. Vic Darchinyan in the black trunks, the southpaw, takes the opening round on Troy Waters' card at ringside. And Silvio Glinoco may have been lucky to survive that opening round. Walking into a shot again there, and again with his problems at the moment is Silvio Glinoco.
Now there's a mouse just starting to form over the right eye of Glinoco. Testament to the punches that he has been caught with.
And Darchinyan coming from all different angles as well, leading with an uppercut. One stage, now feeding out the right hand to his opponent. Walking into a left hand as well, Glinoco.
Glinoco is showing plenty of courage, but he just doesn't have the skill to stay in there and match it with a guy like Vic Darchinyan.
Again, he's in trouble here, round number 2. And it's waved away. Well, referee Charlie Lucas has seen enough here, and not surprisingly calls a halt to it, because Vic Darchinyan was just outclassing his opponent, Silvio Glinoco. And Vic Darchinyan, who represented Armenia at the Sydney Olympics, now rises to 3-0 in the punch for pay ranks. Another impressive display.
Yeah, very, very impressive was Vic Darchinyan. I mean, you've got to take your hat off to Silvio Glinoco, though. He showed plenty of courage. He hung in there, and I'm sure the more fights he gets, the better he will be.
Well, we certainly look forward to seeing more of Vic Darchinyan here on Big Time Boxing on Fox Sports. Jeff Fennick has a very good prospect there. Here's some of the better action. And it was all one-way traffic. Darchinyan was hitting Glinoco from all different sorts of angles.
Well, Darchinyan really was hitting for Silvio Glinoco at will. I mean, Jeff Fennick's done a fantastic job of getting this guy fit and fast, and he's keeping him busy.
And Silvio Glinoco was just being outclassed there by Darchinyan, and he's pretty happy, and so he should be. 3 starts, 3 wins, and of course Australians bantamweight ranks at the moment, as I mentioned, we have a tremendous history in the bantamweight ranks, but hasn't been strong suits of late. But I wonder if Terry Hansen can enlighten us with the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, 58 seconds into the second round. Referee Charlie Lucas stopped the fight, awarding it to the blue corner, the Raging Bull, Vic Darchinyan.
Most impressive display from Vic Darchinyan. And speaking of impressive displays, well, at Melbourne's Crown Casino on Monday, May 7, we're going to see some tremendous Australian talent in action.